I love the show Left, Right, and Center, which is on National Public Radio. It's on Fridays um, out here on the West Coast. It's on at 2:30 p.m. on your radio, and it delivers a reasoned, thoughtful, shrill-free approach to discussing issues um, of political nature, of national importance, all that stuff. I say that right out because uh, one thing that is on my mind almost constantly is, to me, the fact that much of what drives the country, let me rephrase that, much of the opposition uh, driving, let me rephrase that, much of what drives opposition, ideologically and politically speaking, in this country is based on a kind of ad hominem dislike for President Obama. Not news to people who might agree with me, an affront to people who would disagree with me, but the facts, I think, bear me out rather starkly. I'm not even going to go into why, because you know why. Certainly the people who sympathize with my point of view know absolutely why, and the people who disagree vehemently with my opinion know deep in their heart that I'm saying sooth, truth, not sooth. See, I've got Josh Molina disease. I feel compelled to be as articulate as possible. Here's a man who demonstrates very clearly his command, if not his love of language. And I actually think it's fantastic, although sometimes it makes my hands ball into tight little fists, because I feel like you might be wielding it. Gosh, talk about ad hominem attack. I don't mean to attack you at the same moment that I'm praising you for it, so just forget me. Clearly, I'm teetering into the edge of bitterness because I don't have your command, your facility with language, and I wish I did. Anyway, so it's kind of a compliment, and I hope you take it in the spirit in which it's meant. But anyway, I just for a moment, let me just continue my thought, if you haven't clicked off already. I think it's absolutely atrocious that people have based their opposition solely on a personal, deeply rooted dislike for a single human being. My theory is that, yes, it has racist roots, but roots. And that is such a repugnant idea that those people who hold those racist-based opposing views would, of course, freak out and deny and become incredibly defensive. But again, facts bear me out. They just do. And further, I've gotten into little Twitter wars with people for having voiced my opinion, my political leanings, which are absolutely emotionally based. I'm sure that if I stood toe-to-toe with somebody with an opposing view, I would soon crumple like a leaf in the flames because I don't have the facility with facts that my opponent probably would. But that doesn't make them right. It just makes them more facile and better at their job, which is to win. It seems to me overall that the liberals in this country have the welfare of the nation at heart, whereas the so-called conservatives, and I say so-called conservatives because I haven't seen very many reasonable conservatives or reasonable Republicans or right-wingers who can articulate their argument without betraying a real, like I say, deep-seated personal bias and terror that is strictly ideological and not at all healthful for the country. Anyway, I've lost my thread. And there's nobody here but me to try to reclaim it. Anyway. Sad conversation. That was sad because it was sort of superficial. It's sort of a general current event topic, but maybe it's not suitable to this forum. I'm going to be leaving home in a couple of days. I postponed my initial leaving. I would have been gone today. Talk about thin skin. Well, yeah, maybe that's where I'm coming. That's where I'm heading back to. I have developed a thin skin over time, and partly because I've rarely had to confront people who hold this opposing opinion, who hold an opposing opinion. Mostly it's just blurted out from my safe haven, my home, my computer, my car. So, yeah. So what, you might be asking yourselves. Anyway. I'm all over the place. I think I just wanted to contribute and get back into the game because there's so many new participants in sad conversation. I'm lifting this up because my narcissism has got the best of me and I don't like the way my neck looks. At age 50, the thing that seems to have gone the worst for me, physically, is the state of my neck. I'm not going to indulge myself. It's really not that bad. But still, it shows that my plasticity is nearing the end of its suppleness. Anyway, that's all. I'm actually a little concerned that I'm not that sad. Again, I said in an earlier entry that I do possess great, dark, deep sadness, accompanied by twists and knots of darkness. But I'm simply not ready to divulge those now. So I just want to say hello to Sam Levine, a hilarious guy, good guy. Several others, Sarah Thayer, and others whom I have not met, Phil Lamar, Steve Agee, my lover, and who else? Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you guys soon.